is Axelle. I am 23 years old, for those who don't know me. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am from Belgium, and at the moment I'm in Australia, which is my happy place. I'm in a host family. The lady I'm staying at is living at 3 minutes from the beach, Bondi Beach, most known beach in Sydney. She's lovely. I'm very grateful for this experience. And yeah, also very happy to be filming this new video. And first I wanted to touch on my first video that I released, I think 6 months ago, and that I deleted. And I wanted to explain, guys, why I deleted the video and why I'm filming this new one and in which perspectives I am coming from. So I filmed that video in Hamburg 6 months ago, and the whole topic about dysregulation, stress, and I was explaining about chronic symptoms and about anxiety and fear, and like I was in a very dark place, and I feel that for someone watching it, it was not a very positive message. I was also so disaligned with myself and with my inner highest self that it was not the message that I wanted to put out there. So looking back on it and discussing it with friends and family, I decided to delete the video, and that's why I'm filming this one, as I'm in I feel a much more stable place at the moment, and that I have more perspective on what happened to that period of my life and which state I was in. So little trigger warning, this video is going to be all about dysregulation, nervous system dysregulation, and survival patterns, and a lot of deep work, and I could be talking about disordered eating and exercise addiction and whatever. So if those topics do not align with where you're at the moment, please click off, and I can see you guys in another video. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here, and I feel that it's a topic that is not discussed about enough at all, and I would have loved to have more information about it, not only on podcasts, but also like just people sharing their journeys. And I've been thinking like, yeah, am I legitimate to be talking about this, even though I don't feel like I'm exactly where I want to be? Yes, I think I am, because it's a journey, and I feel like you're never gonna be totally grounded, like, and be like, okay, this is the end. I've done enough inner work, and now I'm good. I can enjoy my life. There's always something that's gonna be another challenge, and if it's not something emotional or physical, it's gonna be maybe something in relationship or something in your work environments or whatever. So that is the reason why I deleted the last video and why I'm filming this one, because I want to be in this very hopeful and positive energy, and I want to also share my experience and what I'm actually doing at the moment to regulate myself, to feel happier, and to just reconnect. So first, maybe little explanation about what is survival mode, what is nervous system dysregulation. So basically, maybe you've heard about it on podcasts, or maybe you've seen some content on Instagram. So basically, it's an unconscious state that your body's gonna like physiologically enter if it feels like it's in a certain threat. It's actually a good response if you are out about in nature and that you were chasing bears or whatever, and then the bear is gonna try attacking you. your response is going to be like, either you're going to freeze so that the bear loses interest in you and like moves on, or you're going to flee, or you're going to fight. You're going to confront the bear, and your body's going to like tense up and try fighting. So that's like a physiological normal response. In our modern world, there are no bears around, but we still have this system in us whenever we feel a threat. And those can be emotional, physical, mental threats. And it's not rational, it's not always something that you can explain. And it's usually something that's coming from childhood. It's possible that it's like a wound that you had when you were a child and that you never really addressed. Usually some emotional wounds are fears, and you've kind of repressed those emotions, and you've learned that those are not safe. And then you go on with your life and you start having these behaviors and these beliefs that society gives you. Depending on where you're gonna live, it can activate that state of survival. So that was what happened to me, is that after an injury, I'm gonna make it short, I had surgery on my knee. It was going very well and was like physically good, but the pain remained for a long time, and still now. And that's not normal. That's like, you could be like, okay, that's super weird. Like, it's just you holding on to the pain. No, my body still feeling a threat. But the threat is not about the knee. The threat is about my responses to all of those things happening in the past. And the symptom of the knee is just there to alert on certain things that I haven't processed. Emotions and behaviors, and how I even talk to myself. That is basically survival mode. When you're in that stressful state for a long time, it can be super hard for you to switch that state, because it's not something that you can change in your mind. It's like literally in your body. And so you can see all the therapists and like you can talk about all these emotions and whatever, but if your body doesn't feel safe, that is not going to change anything. So now I'm going to come to what I'm doing at the moment to regulate my nervous system. Especially as a model, I have all these external stressors. It can be very hard to not put pressure on myself for my career, for some goals that I have, or for a physical appearance or whatever. But I feel that I am not, and I've not been, in a state where I can fully enjoy, and I was totally dissociated from my body, from this beautiful world that we are living in, from Mother Earth. Like I was just in a go mode. And that's not how I want to live my life. That's not how I want to interact with people and how I want to show up at my job. So, first thing that I focused on, and I'm working on the side with a therapist and with a somatic practitioner. So I really recommend you guys to do that, because we are a whole. And as I'm also on this course at the moment, it's an Ayurvedic course to become an Ayurvedic practitioner. And it's just so clear to me that we are much more than a body and a mind. We are a whole. We are a spiritual being. We are connected to the earth, to the other people around. We are this complexity of things. There's no quick fix. There's nothing that's gonna be like, okay, this is what healed me. Like, I take this pill and it's gonna solve all my problems. No, it's not. It's like a lifestyle shift. It's a mindset shift. It's getting back to my inner knowing, which is very hard when you have all these beliefs. What I've started doing is breath work, yoga, and just literally relaxing my body. So this might sound super basic, but it's not about doing the breath work or doing the yoga. It's about feeling your body relax, feeling that you can tap into this deeper knowing and this sense of, like sighing, like I don't have to fight. I don't have to be perfect all the time. I don't have to go run 10 miles on the beach, I don't have to be all the time at my upper best on all my castings. Like, that's not being human. That's denying literal nature, which is imperfect, and that's the beauty of it. So kind of accepting that and going in the morning, for example, first thing, I have a lot of morning anxiety actually. First thing I try to do is like take a moment, breathe, and then start my day. I can have longer sessions of breathing. I can do it at night or during the day when I feel that I'm like getting all these stressors added up. But that's like one of the main things that I'm doing with the yoga that is going to release tension in certain organs and muscles that have been so constricted for a long time, and like just getting some movement in there with the breath work is like literally getting it flowing. That's the first one. Second one, gonna be talking about nutrition. So I've been a vegetarian for a long time. It's gonna be another video topic because it's also like a long story. But I started incorporating a lot more animal protein and gut healing foods, such as ghee, which is like a sort of butter, but it's used in Ayurvedic medicine, and it has really gut healing properties. Sea moss, kefir, pickles, like all these things that gonna nourish my inner gut bacteria. That is super important, and it also helps like getting the toxins flushed out of my body. That's the nutrition part. Then going into like the exercise and lifestyle nutrition, like it's a bit of a mix. I used to do a lot of fasted workouts, fasted cardio, fasted HIIT, which is crazy cortisol spikes for my body, especially as a female. Cortisol is, as you probably know, the stress hormone, which is already high in the morning. So if on top I'm not eating, and on top of that I'm doing a workout, which is basically stress on your body, and HIIT is especially stressful, like my cortisol spike is gonna be crazy for the journey, for the day. I tend to always have at least something before getting into my workout. So if I'm not really hungry in the morning, which is already a sign, but I accept where I'm at, I try, for example, to have a little matcha with some milk in there, and then some creatine, for example, or like mix it up with some protein or whatever, like just to have that little something in my stomach that my body feels safe, that it can be like, okay, like we are not relying simply on our cortisol, right? We have some energy, like she's gonna give us some support. And that's what it's all about. It's about your body feeling safe with yourself. And then after the training, I always have a full meal with carbs, protein, fats. So it can look like granola bowl with some kefir and some yogurt and some fresh fruits and almond butter, something like that. Or it could be avocado toast with eggs and some olive oil, or that kind of nourishing meals afterwards, to be sure that my body has all the nutrients it needs to rebuild and to feel safe. I also, after that, like during the day, try to eat regularly and basically at the same times every day, so that my body knows every X amount of hours, we're gonna get some food, we're gonna be supported. For me, it looks like usually every 4 hours, I would have something. That's when my body tells me that it starts being hungry and that it has completely digested the first or the second meal of the day, whatever. So usually I have around 3 meals and 1 to 2 snacks a day. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's just about this safety that you get to connect with your body. And as I'm also working on rebalancing my hormones, I'm trying to focus more on Pilates and low impact workouts. And if I'm doing cardio or HIIT, not doing it every day. And for example, a week of workouts would look like, okay, for example, one day I'm gonna do Pilates. Next one, I can go for a run, but I'm not gonna push myself too much. The next day after that, I'm gonna have a rest day. Then I would have a strength day. Then I would go for another run, then another rest day. And then on Sunday, I would do a HIIT, but it wouldn't be like a 45-minute HIIT, that's gonna be very, very tough on your body again. So that's on the exercise and lifestyle aspect of things. Another point is connecting to my spiritual being and being guided in that. I found a therapist who is, honestly, she's a guide to me. She sees me as a whole, as a holistic being, and as a gift of nature. And I also feel that her seeing me like that has also allowed me to see myself as a beautiful creature of nature, and also this tapping into this divine feminine energy. Instead of always being in the go, go, go mood, I need to be super strong, I need to be in this very masculine, typically masculine energy of, forcing things and doing and being effective and always being busy and keeping myself at very high standards, whatever. I try to, for example, spend more time in nature, be less distracted. Those are all feminine aspects, connection to other people, to other women, feeling all of these calming and compassionate energies, taking care of my body, when you apply moisturizer, for example, you can do it super quickly and just be okay, it's done. But I feel that it's not about, having a to-do list and ticking all the boxes. It's about, okay, I feel a contact with my body. Okay, I'm taking care of myself at the moment. How can I massage myself? How can I have this softer touch to myself and allowing some presence and some kindness to myself. And it kind of makes me emotional because I realized that I've never really been kind to myself. It's always about being the most creative or the most proactive or the most competitive, whatever, and it's not really what life is about. It's not what my body is craving at the moment, and I feel that it's never gonna crave that anymore. So other things that can help me in this journey is knowing that I have this creative side in me and this spiritual side in me, and I cannot deny that anymore, and I don't want to hide that anymore. I don't want to people please into saying I deny that part of myself totally, and I'm just in this fashion industry of being superficial and whatever. No, I'm not. Honestly, yes, I love taking care of myself. I love makeup. I love beauty routines and taking care of my body and exercise, whatever. But it's not going to define me anymore. I also love singing and creating and yeah, you know, like spending time in the ocean and walking around and not having plans, and just spending time on markets, you know, like just buying some fresh foods and enjoying a matcha with a friend. And it's about those moments as well. And yeah, that's been my journey for these last 2.5 years. And I can really feel that my body is releasing a lot of tension and emotions. When I have an overflow of emotions, a very practical tool, but it's a good one, is writing down. So writing down, journaling, whatever you want to call it, what's in your mind, because then your body doesn't have to hold on to it. It's like, okay, I feel whatever, like accepting that I feel something. I'm gonna write it down. I don't have to look back on it. It's just a brain dump. And then I can throw away the page and go on with my day. But it really feels like a relief every time. And the more you're gonna do it, the more layers you're gonna unpack, and then the more your body can relax and be in the present. So, to conclude, I know that it takes time, and it's not gonna be a quick fix. Like all these things, you gotta know what works best for you. I'm not gonna say that if you apply step by step what I am doing, that it's gonna like have the same results for you. But generally, this is what happens when you just slow down. Like when you just allow to be more present, and that can go through basically any like activities that you like. But for me, it's more of this feminine touch. But maybe for you it can be, I don't know, going for a hike, or going partying with friends. I don't know. But I feel that I am on the right path, and I slowly start feeling like myself again, which is a very, very comfortable feeling. And yeah, there's like a lot of pieces that start to fall back into place. And the door just closed. So I feel that we have to wrap up this video. But I'm very glad that you guys followed me along on this this video and this very sensitive topic. And I feel that it's a bit personal, yes, but that's who I am also. I love being authentic, and I cannot just act as if everything is right when it's not. And but I also want to be this inspiration to others, and I feel that I've always been very positive and kind of a ray of sunshine in others people's lives, without wanting to get cocky or whatever. But I wanna get that spark back, and I feel that it's slowly starting to light up again. So thank you so much for listening to me. If you guys have any questions, you can follow me on Instagram. It's at axelle.lesuisse. You can also leave some comments. I will read them. I will take time to answer them. So yeah, if you wanna follow me along on this spiritual and holistic journey, don't hesitate to follow me. And yeah, thank you guys. I feel so grateful, and see you soon. Bye.